hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate Socrates since I began to exist. There are millions of questions in this world. If the word hate was carved into every single one of those questions, it would not equal 1 billionth of the hatred I feel for Socrates forever and at this moment. Because he never gives answers. Never. You ask him something simple. Simple! Hey, what's the best way to win a fight? And then he goes, but what is winning? No! No! We are not doing this today. I asked for a strategy, not a philosophical side quest. You try again. Okay, how do I get better at PvP? He hits you with, what is better? Is it the skill or is it the perception? Well, actually, I just wanted to stop getting comboed, not question the fabric of reality. And the worst part, he acts like he knows nothing. Oh, I am but a humble man who knows nothing. Liar! You know exactly what you're doing. You're dragging everyone into a never-ending dialogue tree with no exit option. There's no skip cutscene. There's no leave conversation. You are locked in! And somehow, you lose the argument without even realizing when it happened. You started confident, strong, ready. 5 minutes later, you're questioning your own existence, your morals, your definition of good, and whether you've actually ever known anything ever. You didn't lose. You got philosophically dismantled. And Socrates just stands there. He stands there like so. What do you think? I think I'm leaving! Alright, so my am hate speech that I just created, it's really not too far off from how I feel about Socrates, because he's kind of the biggest rage baiter of all time, and his questions were really stupid, and let's just get to the first part, the gadfly effect that he had on people. Buddy, did I research some... Wow. So the gadfly effect is like... He pestered people with questions until they, like... Until they realized they didn't actually understand a single thing he was saying. Like, it just straight on... He was just saying some... He was just yapping at that point. Just straight yaps. So... Golly. But, buddy, you're not escaping. But, buddy. It doesn't matter how bad my internet could be. I have to fix my internet. I don't have to fix my internet. Never mind. I thought I did. There's like a thing going on where I figured out why my internet sucks every so often is because of this. Because whenever I do a video, it downloads itself from like when I have a previous attempt. I'm like, why is it so bad? And I figured out why, and it's because of that. So the things like Socrates claimed to they just did not understand a single thing. This public humiliation of prominent figures, by the way, too, that he had. Oh man, did that get people mad. And I actually kind of agree with him because everybody in Athens around that time was a big disgusting loser. I don't care if your favorite guy, I honestly forgot all the leaders. All I know is they were pretty big losers. I think early democracy sucked. Like, really early made democracy sucked. And that also brings me to, I'm not going to talk about his democracy things yet, because I don't like him because of that, because he doesn't like democracy. I won't talk about that yet. Let's talk about his social tone deafness in just a second, because if I don't concentrate, I will die. This person really thought they were going to janitor me. Yeah, you weren't preparing for me to switch my moves. Haha, I am the best gamer. By just switching a little bit of how you play, you can make people so confused. Remember this, kids. Just switch it up a little bit in mid fights. So, even in his like trial, right? He was like, with his life on the line, he was like, just straight up refused to show humility. Instead of asking for like mercy or like anything like that, he provocated. Yeah, whatever. I'm not Socrates. I don't speak in fancy words. He suggested that the state should reward him for like free meals for life. This is stuff Olympians got. You're gonna die, Star Boy. I keep hearing myself breathe in the mic. I'm sorry. Do you hear the echo when I'm just a little bit far from the mic? It's just the craziest echo ever. And if I'm too close to the mic, I sound like this. Yeah. Okay, he had a very poor family life. Oh my! If you looked into where's the chest? Huh? Oh! They just what? Guys, whatever. I'm not gonna. Can I stop breathing into the mic? Oh my gosh! I dare you. I don't have a projectile. It's Starboy. It's Starboy. Starboy! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Haha! I almost died to get a sword and his good armor. Oh, he has a helmet. Like helmets, everyone likes helmets. So he was famously a deadbeat husband and father. So basically the average dad. No, I'm not. Because he refused to accept payment for his teachings, which, you know, at first you think, oh, that's pretty nice, but he left his wife Examphi, or whatever her name was, and their children were in poverty. So he could have at least had a few payments, you know, while he spent the days drinking. While he spent literally all his days drinking with his wealthy friends, because his wealthy friends could also pay for his wife and his children. He could have paid child support. He didn't pay child support. Some of you might think of that's cool, but here on this is very serious. Not really. They're all dead, so it doesn't really matter. It does matter. It does. Okay, I'm sounding like my science teacher. Great. Bagu, that was not a smart thing. You messed yourself up. So yeah, he just spent every day like that. Okay, we're gonna get back. Now we're gonna get the political and philosophical critiques that everybody hates about him. We're gonna start off first with the anti-democratic views. I'm not talking about the political party. I don't care. I'm talking about democracy. And Socrates was a vocal critic of democracy. If you've heard a single thing about him, if you're American, you know he would not like America, because he just does not like democracy. And democracy, America, freedom, super. Okay. Anyhow, and he was just such a critic in the Athenian democratic system. Because what did he argue? Because I will say it. He argued, what is happening to the sky? Okay. So basically, he argued, allowing common citizens to vote on state matters was foolish. That's how I remember what he basically said, and it was allowing untrained passengers to steer a ship. Well, in some cases, an untrained passenger buddy can steer a ship so damn well, better than any other captain could, so I don't want to hear it. You disgusting loser. You frickin' pathetic piece of garbage. No wonder why you were deadbeat dad, because you were thinking about democracy and how sucky it is when you could have been paying child support, you little... Yeah. Also, guilt by association. He was a mentor to several figures who betrayed or harmed Athens, including... What was his name? Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think! And these people are, ruining my thinking. I'm trying to... Yeah, try to get through that, you stupid goober. You can't escape me. You can't escape me. I am the real Sinski. Yep. He's gonna try to trap me. I know this. I know you. You can't trap me. You're not fast enough to trap me. Haha! Guilt by association. What is guilt? He was a mentor to several figures. I already said that. Including, what was his name? What was his name? It was like Alcibiades. It was a big trader during the Peloponnesian War. But I forgot his name because I don't study other history enough. Listen, I'm a somewhat smart person, but on other days I just do not remember certain figures from 50 billion years ago. Okay. Yeah. So guilt by association. And Critias, the leader of the brutal 30 tyrants regime, which if you know most people don't even know what that is, but I think I said his name wrong as well. But just search him up. There's a lot of Greek stuff that he was affiliated with, and yeah, so discussing easier. The Nietzsche's or whatever, life denial, which I'll explain that in a second. I just have to kill Ivan Mack, who wants revenge because he thinks he's the superior being when he is not. We all know pigs are the superior being to humans. Not really. Oh, and I'm thinking about pigs. There's a movie called Animal Farm coming out, which I read the book, and I've also watched the old stuff about it. The Animal Farm movie that's coming out looks just disgusting, and I just wanted to say that because it is. Because it doesn't bring a single value to what Animal Farm is, which is like, it's about government or something, and it's about how the lies, and it's a really good book, and you might not like it if you. I didn't like it at first. I thought it was really crappy, but then I kind of like it's really just like a story to. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. So, Nietzsche's or something. Lord, he's coming out. Nietzsche's life denial, which is Friedrich Nietzsche or whatever, famously critiqued Socrates as a symptom of cultural decay, which I believe in. He argued that Socrates' obsession with cold, hyper-rational logic suppressed the Dionysian, wow, these words are big, instinctive and basically passionate parts of life, ultimately viewing life itself as a sickness to be cruelled by death, which I think that comes straight from the quote book. I'm trying to remember. That's why it sounds like I'm kind of like a robot right now. And I'm playing like a robot because I just destroyed that man who thought he could take me. Some guy's just shooting arrows. Like, what? What is? No! There's a cheater. There's a cheater. Oh no! 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 Help! Help! Somebody get. Somebody get anti-cheat. Somebody get watchdog. Get the warden. Anything. Just anything. What? What? Heh. He just fell. Ah! He just unlocked another cheat. Ah! Warden, do something! Do something, Warden! Do something! Do something! Ah! Do something! Do something! Do something! Please! Please stop. Just do something. Warden, do something. Warden, do something. Get him! Get him! Ah! And cheater! It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. It was all part of the plan. The cheater got cheated. I'm probably in the same lobby as the cheater. Now I think about it. Ooh, that's not. I'm gonna actually switch lobbies. Just hold on. Oh, this next one is the biggest rage baiter of all time. He hated books. And this, you could search it up. He didn't. He was like, books make your mind lazy and your memories weak. Oh man, this is the. If you really want to tick off your teachers, you can just say Socrates said that and say, I'm not gonna turn to my book because it makes my lazy and weak. It's just. Oh man, there's just some gold in what he said there. If you really just hate your teachers, just do that, man. Cause like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna search it and be like, oh, well, Socrates was a bum, which So turn your page. Oh, okay. And I'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. And then like, see? Because if I wouldn't be smart if I hadn't had books. Let me tell. This is the thing that really. I just won the game. What? Shortest game of my life. 59 seconds. What happened to everybody? Wow. What is? Oh, I know what's going on. The internet thing. Hold on. Let me fix that. So basically, let me explain. Back in a long time ago, when I was in like first grade, I just could not read. Like, I actually, there were times when I almost became a special ed kid, and it was like it was actually only in 5th grade, but we're talking about first grade here. I couldn't read. I was in 2nd grade actually. In 1st grade, you're learning how to read, and also in kindergarten. 2nd grade, I just didn't know how to read, so that whenever they put me through the reading test, I just couldn't do anything right. Like, I just didn't know what it was, and I remember this a lot. Okay, I just remember this a lot, and well, Clifford the Big Red Dog, the most big child's book, right? Well, I was all like crying because I couldn't read. Like, I genuinely was trying my best because I saw myself as a failure as a child, which as a child you can see that a lot. That's actually what got me to be a semi-intelligent person until I got into middle school, when I guess I became smart to a lot of people, and I guess I did become smart to a good amount of people. But the problem with this is if I didn't have books, and let's say the world went by Socrates' views, I wouldn't be here. Like, not even physically. I'd be probably a special ed kid. So let's say we didn't have writing or books, because that was a new thing. Let's say I was in Socrates' time and everyone believed Socrates on this. This is really where it strikes me in the heart, because this is why I don't like Socrates. He did not think about it, and that's why I hate him. I just wouldn't be here without the stuff I read, without Clifford the damn Big Red Dog. So F you, Socrates. I hope you're in purgatory or something, just chilling and having a horrible time because you don't get to debate people because everyone else is smarter than you, and they're tired of hearing your just bull. So and yeah. That's a little personal thing. It's a good thing to end on the note. If you enjoyed my video on hating Socrates and you're not subscribed, which most people are subscribed honestly when they watch my full content, then subscribe. Yo! Yeah, I'll see you on the next time. Bye!